everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be making sushi for the first time. I have ordered some things from a website called Sushi. On there they have a beginner's kit. So they give you kind of everything that you need to make sushi for the first time. So this is the box from Sushi and I'll tell you everything that is inside. So what we've got a bamboo rolling mat. We've got a jar of wasabi, which I'm not a massive fan of, but it just came in the kit. And then we get 1 kilogram of Kintaro medium grain rice, specially selected for sushi, which is actually an Italian rice. You get 1 kilogram of that, but I ordered another kilogram as well. Then you get some chopsticks, some soy sauce. In here is the powdered sushi vinegar, which is what you put on like the rice after it's cooked. Little ginger pouches. And then we've got the seaweed. So in the sushi making kit, it comes with 2 of these. I ordered another seaweed, which is this one that was also on the website. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try both of these seaweeds and see which one is best today. That was everything that I ordered and now I'm going to start making it. So I have found a couple of videos on YouTube of how to make sushi rice, and then also just from the people that I follow on YouTube, some of them were actually making sushi one day. So I've also got that video as well, which shows you like how to roll it and how to make it all good and everything. So yeah, I'm a little bit nervous because I'm not the best cook, but we shall see how it goes. Also, I'm sorry if the lighting is really off in this video. Basically, it's just a really cloudy day and this room normally has really good lighting in general, so I think it's okay, but it might be a little bit off. But when we go into the kitchen to make the rice and everything, it might be off as well, so I'll probably have to turn on the light. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video and let's get started. Okay, so this YouTube video has a little recipe on the side of it, and what it says is this ingredient makes 18 to 20 pieces of sushi. Okay, that's pretty good. So it says 1 cup of sushi rice, that's 200 milliliters. Oh, lighting's really weird. There we go. 200 milliliters in volume. And then you also need 220 milliliters of water, because the thing is with sushi rice is you want it to kind of be like the ratio 1:1 or 1 to 1.1 times to make sure it's good. 9 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 6 tablespoons of sugar, and 1 tablespoon of salt. And the proportion for that is 9 to 6 to 1. So after you make the sushi and it's all been like all the water's been drained and everything, you then make that sushi vinegar and put it in the rice. So let's go. Okay, so now in the kitchen. So it says 200 milliliters in volume of rice, but I'm not really sure if that means then like 200 grams. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm just going to do like a cup. Oh, but then it says 2. Okay, so what I think, I'm not sure, I'm a bit confused. What I think I might do is I might use this. It says 200 milliliters in volume of rice. So if I just use the Pyrex measuring jug and put the rice up to 200 milliliters, maybe that will work. Okay, so what I've done is I've poured in 200 milliliters of rice into the Pyrex jug, and that is going to be my rice. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the saucepan. Before I put it in the saucepan, I need to clean this, I need to wash it. So I've got my bowl and now I'm going to clean this rice with water. Okay, so look, you're currently balancing on some rocks and shells that my dad collects from the beach, so sorry about that. So you want to pour the rice into the bowl, and then you pour a little bit of water into the bowl. You go like this to clean the rice, and you kind of want to get the rice as clear as, like the rice water as clear as possible. So right now it's really milky and cloudy. Okay, so now I've rinsed the rice. I did accidentally lose quite a few grains, only because I couldn't make them not come out trying to get out all the water. And there still is a little bit of water left in here, but that just is gonna have to be what's happened. So now let's try and make the rice. Okay, so I'm now gonna put this in the pan. I don't use the smallest saucepan because I think that's too small, but then the next one up we don't have a lid for and you need a lid. So I'm just gonna use this kind of medium sized one. I'm gonna fill this up with 200 milliliters of water to make the proportion 1:1. Add the water to the pan of rice. Kind of like just covers the water just covers the rice, which is perfect. So we've got the saucepan on, and we've got the lid on as well, and I've got it on a high heat. Originally, so we keep it on a high heat, and then when it starts to boil a little bit, there's little bubbles. There should be little bubbles around the sides and the edges of the water. We then reduce the heat. So the rice boiled really quickly, so now it's on a simmer and it's on the lowest temperature it can go. The thing is with the rice vinegar that you want to, the sushi vinegar that you want to make, is you normally have the rice vinegar as a liquid form and then the sugar and the salt. However, I have it as a powdered form. So once the rice is cooked, I will then sprinkle some powder in the rice and stir it in. Now it's time to cut up the vegetables that are going to go into the sushi. I think the rice is ready. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. It looks as if all the water has gone and evaporated. So what I'm going to do, with the heat off, I'm going to let the pan sit with the rice in it for about 10 minutes. Now I think the rice has been sitting for enough time. In the big bowl, you add in the rice. I'm going to be really careful apparently with the rice now because it's really delicate. I'm going to add in a little bit of this powder. It said for 300 grams of rice you want to have 1 tablespoon, but I've obviously done 200 grams of rice, so I'll do like 2 teaspoons worth. Just pouring that over the rice, and then you kind of want to fold it all together. Okay, so we're back in this area and I've wiped down the work surface and I've also washed my hands. I'll show you my little setup that I've got going on. So we've got the veggies on the left, we've got the mat in the middle, we've got a spoon, we've got a little bowl of water, we've got the rice, and we've got the plate to put the sushi on once it's been rolled. So then I can cut it up using that knife. First I'm going to try this sushi. I keep saying sushi. It has instructions on the back, which is super handy, but I've also just rewatched a little clip from a video that I watched like a week or so ago showing it, and that just makes more sense to me than reading the instructions. And the reason you need a little bowl of water is because you're going to wet your hands a little bit and the sushi rice a little bit, and then once you roll it, you're gonna, the little lip of seaweed that you leave, you're gonna wet that a little bit so it stays nice and secure. So what you want to do, you want to have the rough side up. Right, there's a rough side. Gosh, they're very thin, it's difficult to get one. Okay. Is our sheet? Okay, that's definitely the rough side, isn't it? Yes, okay, that's the rough side. Okay, cool. Do I do it that way? Oh, which way do I do it? I think I'll do it that way. Okay. So we've got the sheet down. Use this and... oh, it's so much better if you've got wet hands to try and move it. What should I do? I think I'll do some cucumber. So we're going to do a little bit of cucumber slices along there. But you don't want it to be too thick, obviously. Might do a little bit of carrots as well. It's looking good, looking good. Yeah, I'm a bit nervous. Okay, right, then we do a first roll. So the first, okay, let's go. I'm going to kind of bring it like this. Kind of fold it over. You want the insides to stay in, like so. I'm going to give it a big squeeze all along the edges. Oh, not very successful, I don't think. That's okay. I'm going to bring it down. We're going to roll again. Give it a big squeeze. And then, looking good. Keep bringing this down again. do one other roll. I could kind of probably do it without the bamboo mat. Give it a good squeeze. And then I'm going to get a little bit of water and we're going to lick the last little remaining bit of seaweed with the water so it's wet. Then we can fold it down. I'm going to give it a nice big squeeze, putting quite a bit of pressure on the roll. And then this, lovely. This is the first roll. So this is the sharpest knife in the house, and it says to have the knife a little bit damp, so I'm going to dip it in the water. It's probably too wet now. And we're going to cut. So let's have a look. I need to put more rice on the edge here because it's a bit too flaky. It's quite difficult to cut. Yes, you need a really sharp knife. What's it inside? Give this guy a little taste. That's really good. Yeah, I don't really have a sharp enough knife. It's kind of being ripped in half. Look how cute! Oh my gosh. Let's try this one. That is so good. So this is the sushi that I made. Looks so good. Yum. So that first one was definitely a success. Tastes really good, looks really good. Yeah, actually pretty easy to roll as well. So that was fun. Now I'm going to try it with the other seaweed, see if there's any differences or anything. So yeah, let's try that. So this time I'm going to use one of these sheets, see if it's any different. It's not easy to get these ones. Oh, I think I prefer these ones. So again, we want the rough side up, so I'll put it this way again. Or should I do it this way? No, I'll do it this way. Because it's kind of, I don't know which way to do it, because it's not really like a square, it's more a rectangle, if you see what I mean. So do I do it that way, or do I do it this way? I did it this way for the other one. I think I'll do it that way as well, but these got lines on it, so I don't know if the lines mean anything. Oh, getting seaweed all over the place. I did kind of find that the sushi was kind of dry, so with some soy sauce it would be really, really yummy. I'm going to try and just wet the back of the spoon and spread it out instead of using my fingers. Well, that's better. So much better. Brilliant idea, Mia. Okay, avocado layer 1. It smells so good. It smells like really strong of seaweed. Then I'm going to do a little bit of cuke. Just a little bit. Very thin. Then we're going to do a little bit of carrot. I've really made sure I cut them really small. Flatten it down, and then do it a last squeeze. It is quite messy, that's the only problem. And again, like I've got the avocado in the bamboo mat, so I'm gonna wash that. Hopefully I can just use it with like warm water. Ooh, looking good. Yeah, I think I prefer this seaweed. It seems to be not as like flaky. Okay, I better get another plate. Dampen the knife ever so slightly. Give a bit of a pat on there. The first cut's always a bit awkward. Kind of spills out. Let's try this one. Mmm. Mmm. That was a good one. I think I prefer this seaweed. So the seaweed I prefer. Yeah, the other seaweed was a lot more dry. But I prefer this seaweed, so it's upside down. I don't know. It's this one. So if you go on the website Sushi, you'll be able to find this seaweed under the seaweed section. Definitely recommend this one more. It's just not as dry. I feel like that one was really dry. Yeah, it looks good. Maybe it's a bit more difficult to cut than this one, but that's okay. I'm going to try this last piece here that I just cut with a little bit of soy sauce. I feel like this whole thing with making sushi, that you do make a lot of mess, and I feel like there's a lot of things to wash up. So for example, I've got that big bowl, I've got the bowl with the water, and I've got the plate with all the stuff that I've cut, and I've got this plate, I've got this little bowl, I've got the little bowl that, you know, you make the rice, the little bowl that you make the sushi vinegar in. Okay. That is amazing. The sushi with the soy sauce is amazing. Definitely recommend. That's so good. So good. Okay, let me show you these rolls. Here are these rolls. We've got avocado, cucumber and carrot. Looking good. I'm going to do another roll and I'll check back in with you guys after I do that roll. So I made all my 3 rolls now and I'm really happy with how they've all turned out. I thought this whole process was going to be a lot harder than it actually was. It's actually pretty easy. The only issue is it does cause a bit of mess and it can sometimes be a bit fiddly at times. But I would definitely try and make your own sushi sometime. It's really fun and it's a great lunch or dinner or snack to have, especially in the summer because it's not like a really hot dish. It's obviously cold and it's really nice. Also, if you're not vegan, you could put in salmon or prawns or beef or tuna or anything like that, and I'm sure it will taste really great. So I hope you've all enjoyed this video and I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Now I've got to go clean up.